G'day, guys. Welcome back to Steelers Touch Down Under. Alrighty. It's kind of fun saying that. I do my other work. Of course, you know my channel with Steelers Nation Australia, but it's kind of fun saying that too. Steelers Touch Down Under. We are getting right into the season now. Today, guys, right now we've had the cuts, the 53. Kendrick Green's being traded, stuff like that. We've got two punters on the roster. There's a lot of storylines going around this team. But today I want to focus on, after the 53-man roster has been released, I want to focus on the defense. Because I like the defense, right? This year, of course, the offense is going to be really special with Kenny Pickett, George Pickens, CA3, Haywood, Najee Harris, Jalen Warren, right? We're going to score some points this year. And if we can score 25, 26 points a game, the defense can hold other teams out for, less than 20. We can win most games. But I want to focus on the defense. Because in my opinion, and the way that Omar Khan has built this roster, along with Andy Weidel, Mike Tomlin, the coaching staff, everything, the organization is like a new era. Something feels really different and fresh about this team, right? I reckon Blitzburgh's back. Montravius Adams, Keanu Benton, Cameron Haywood, the big fellas up front, DeMarvin Leal, Isaac Loudermilk, they're all playing good reps. Larry Ogunjobi, right? You're going to have Haywood on one side, Ogunjobi on the other. Armand Watts made the team too. I thought Fehoko might have had a chance to make the team, but they've gone with Armand Watts. So there's 7 fellas that can include in this Blitzburgh. But I really want to focus on this video. I want to focus on the linebackers, because we know how big the problem was last year. You had Spillane, Marcus Allen did some reps in there too, and you had Devin Bush and Miles Jack. And pretty much the coaching staff said, you know what? There's a problem there. We need to fix that. And the only guy to make the team from last year for the middle linebacking core is Mark Robinson. And this year, I don't think he's going to start. I think he'll get reps and ease his way into being that Steeler. And I like the way he plays too. Very physical, short tackler. Reminds me a tiny little bit of Debo. A tiny bit. Not saying he is Debo, but reminds me of a little bit like him, the way how he tackles and how physical he can be tackling, right? And I want to talk about the linebackers, because I believe that Blitzburgh is back. Now, I think last year as well, sack-wise, we had under 50. Previous years to that, we're getting, we had the most, sacks in a row, 54 times in a row or something similar. We had a streak of 65 games in a row. So once TJ Watt went down, I don't think they had as many sacks as they should have had when they normally have that Blitzburgh mentality. Right? But if you look at the linebackers, just look at the linebackers. Now, I reckon Cole Holcomb and Roberts, they'll start. Then you're going to feed in the middle linebacker is Quan Alexander. He's going to be running around town. And we know how physical Quan Alexander is. Also, he's not keeping 26. That's McFarland's number. He's dealt with that. My guess is, actually, I reckon he'll get 44. Something tells me he's going to be a 44. Because Tanner Muse has been cut, and I feel like he might have that number as the linebacker. I could be wrong. I could be right. I don't know, but that's my guess, right? That's my guess. So, Quan Alexander, he's a physical guy, can tackle, loves to hit, loves to play this Steelers defense. So, he's going to be a great addition. Now, we have Mark Robinson too as our middle linebacker. So, you have Cole, Holcomb, Roberts. Those 4 guys are going to play some snaps. But also with Blitzburgh, you got Marcus Golden, who's him and Nick Herbig are going to be fighting for reps to be that third guy to be behind Highsmith and TJ Watt. So these guys can rush off the edge too. I feel like this core of linebackers, which we have, is 8 players. Every single one of them can hit. Alexander, Golden, Herbig, Highsmith, Holcomb, Roberts, Robinson, TJ Watt. They all like to get physical. And we saw that in the preseason. You saw Roberts run down and smash the running back. We saw him get the sack. We saw Herbig have a great preseason. We saw TJ Watt get a sack. We know what Highsmith can do with his spin moves. We saw Marcus Golden get dirty in there. We saw Alexander do that big hit, and he got fined $45,000, which I don't agree with. We saw Holcomb get a bit messy. So everyone here has done some things in the preseason where they're getting physical, they're getting messy, they're getting hat on a hat, They're getting back to that old Steeler way, which is Blitzburgh, and it's really good to see. So that's one thing I want to focus on. But also when you go to the other guys in the defensive backs and where we're going to see picks and other guys who are very physical is Minka Fitzpatrick, All Pro, DeMonte Carzee in the lineup too. Miles Killebrew, of course, he's the teamer guy. Keanu O'Neal, he can hit too. And then you have the veteran Patrick Peterson. Joey Porter Jr. is going to be learning along the way. And two other blokes that are pretty cool on this roster, I tell you. They had a really good preseason in Elijah Riley and Shannon Sullivan and Levi Wallace. He had the most interceptions last year, I think. So he's going to be number 2. So I reckon it's going to be Patrick Peterson, Levi Wallace on the outside. And they're going to feed in like Riley and Sullivan too. But I'm excited as well, guys, to see what happens with our defense and just see who comes on the field in if it's like nickel, dime, or whatever they're playing, quarters or whatnot, or they're playing 3-4. I just want to see. I just can't wait to see who's coming on the field at certain like 3rd and 4s, 3rd and 8s, or if TJ's at the 1st and 10, do they get a sack and they push him back to second and whatever, right? I'm keen for that, right? But overall, I'm just excited to see this defense because I reckon most of these players, if not all of them, are very physical players. Now, I'm going to ask you guys a really tough question, and you have to answer this. If you don't hit the like, you don't hit the sub, at least do this. Out of all these players, right? How excited are you? Which player are you most excited to watch? It's very hard. You got to choose out of 25 players. So out of the 25 players, which player are you most excited to watch? Now, I'm scanning through. I'm trying to answer my own question, right? I'm scanning through, and I actually don't know. So which player are you most excited to watch? You can go with the veteran Cameron Hayward. You go with Ogunjobi. I'm looking through. You know what? I think actually I'm going to go with the rookie Keanu Benton. I'm keen to see what Keanu Benton can do in this lineup. If he does line up next to Hayward, Ogunjobi, or wherever he may line up, I'm keen to see what kind of a rookie year Keanu Benton has. But let me know, guys, in the comments below who you think. Who's your player you're looking out for the most? What player are you most excited to watch?